to show confidence through your body language. I get really nervous speaking, and you wouldn't think so. I mean, I come on here, I make these videos, I do speeches and seminars and all sorts of things. I'm on stage in front of a few people or hundreds or thousands, and every single time I just get a little bit nervous, and that's fine. It's just a little bit of energy, but nobody can ever tell. Why? Because my body language exudes confidence. So how can you make little tweaks in just the way that you're positioning your body so that when you walk in a room or when somebody walks in and sees you or you're presenting or whatever, no matter how you're feeling, you are presenting with confidence. I'm going to teach you 4 little tiny tweaks, things that you can practice, start to practice right now and keep in mind so that you can train yourself to be a little bit more confident just in the way that you present yourself. Okay, if that sounds good, give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and check and see if you're a subscriber here. If not, click subscribe and click that bell so you'll get notifications on YouTube when we drop videos like this. And I will be right back with your 4 body language tweaks so everybody knows exactly how confident you are, or at least how confident you look.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.
Before we talk about how you should hold your body so that you present more confidently to the world, let's just think for a second about people who we've seen who seem as though they're not confident at all. What do they have in common? A lot of times shoulders are hunched forward, they're slouched maybe the head's down, or when you speak to them, there's a lot of eyes darting around and things like that. Maybe they just look down at the ground a lot. There are different little cues that we give people so that they know who we are when we walk in the room. They know if we're confident, they know if we know what we're talking about. I'll tell you, if you have imposter syndrome in any way in your life, your posture is going to tell me that you have imposter syndrome. So in order to let everyone know how confident that you want them to believe that you are, the first thing that we need to do is stand up straight. But presenting yourself with confidence is about much more than standing up straight. It is about grounding yourself. So in order to really stand up straight properly, because you can stand up straight and you can be really rigid and then you just look terrified, right? So this doesn't look really confident, right? But my back's super straight, but I'm also tense and like there's different things going on. I'm pretty sure I bug my eyes out there. We have such a sedentary culture that we're used to like kind of being hunched over our computers, looking down. Just think about being on your cell phone all the time. Most people are like this. They're in a posture that's kind of down. You don't want that. You want something that's going to counteract that, which is another reason we recently did a video on the benefits of unplugging. When you're unplugging, you're breaking that pattern. So unplug, that's just an extra little freebie for you. That's not one of our 4. But because of our sedentary culture, we're kind of forward bending all the time. So every single day, I do stretches at the beginning of the day, and I start with my feet, my ankles, like ankle rolls, stretch out my hips, my back, and I do my shoulders. And I start with backward shoulder rolls. I don't worry about rolling them forward as much. I roll them backwards about twice as much as I roll them forward because I have plenty of this motion because I'm on the computer, I'm on my phone, I'm driving, things like that. So I do twice as many backward shoulder rolls as I do frontward. I do it with my arms in different positions, do it like this sometimes. So you have to train your shoulders to be able to go back because we're training them all day long to go forward. So train your shoulders to go back. If you're standing up stick straight and you're like, I'm just focusing on being stick straight, it's going to look crazy. So be relaxed and roll your shoulders back. Just try it right now, wherever you are. I'm pretty sure you can do a backward shoulder roll. Deep breath in, out, and roll your shoulders and then leave them there. Leave them in the back. Don't let them go ahead and come back around. Roll them and leave them back. And then just notice that really changed the position of my spine. So I want you to just look at me for a second and decide which one you think looks more confident. This little tiny change, or this. This, I feel like I'm doing an eye chart. Clear? Which one? 1 or 2? Or this? Obviously this one. I'm open, but I'm not stiff. I'm open and I'm relaxed because I've rolled my shoulders and I took that breath. That is your first step in good posture. Posture is everything. Number 2, to keep this flowing as you go down, make sure that your feet are grounded. If you're standing, you want your weight evenly distributed in the 4 corners of your feet. So I'm just going to use, I'm not going to hold my foot up. I'm just going to use my hand as an example. So let's say these are toes. Your 4 corners of your feet would be the ball, the top of the ball of your foot, and the bottom of the heel. So you want to make sure that your feet have evenly distributed weight. A lot of times I'll see people who are new at public speaking, and they'll walk up on stage and they'll kind of have the weight put, sunk into one hip and the other foot, knees kind of bent or whatever. That really does not show confidence. You're confident when you have your weight grounded in both feet. You don't want to look like a military general, but have your feet pretty much directly underneath your shoulders, just a little bit spread. They don't have to be, perfectly right together. People, girls or women will say, well, that's more ladylike. No, stand with your feet directly underneath your shoulders. We're talking about confidence, not, the Southern etiquette. So feet directly underneath your shoulders and your shoulders rolled back. Now I talked also about the head tilted down and the eyes darting all over the place. Eye contact is so very important. How would you feel? Sometimes when I'm talking, just like I just did, I just kind of look away for a second. It helps me to think. That's not so bad, but constantly, would you watch my YouTube channel if I presented like this? I'm going to tell you how to be confident, and my eyes are darting all around, and I'm closed off to you. This is opened up, grounded. This is closed, and eye contact. Eye contact is so very important. It's the greatest exchange of energy that we can have with another human outside of an intimate experience. Really. Eye contact is dear. Just try it. Try it with somebody who you're friends with. Say, I want to try this eye contact experiment. So I'm going to tell you what to do. Sit in front of each other. Get relaxed. Just sit directly in front of each other and set a timer for 10 seconds and just stare at each other in the eyes. Don't say a word. Just look. It's going to be awkward. Then try to double it. Do it for 20. Then try to double it. Do it for 40. Then try to do it for a full minute. This is great to do with your romantic partner. Fantastic. You'll learn things about each other by exchanging energy just through eye contact. So confident people keep eye contact. They don't stare you down, but it's gentle. All of this is relaxed. I'm not rigid. When my feet are grounded in the ground, I don't have my knees locked. No, you can be relaxed, but straight and disciplined and confident, right? And number 4, this one is huge, okay? You want to relax your face. Relax your face. You don't want a tense face. No, you want to relax your face. You don't want your eyes bugged out or anything. You just want to breathe and be relaxed. And another thing about your face, a lot of people, I've done this a lot, when I'm showing what it looks like when you're not confident, I've tilted my chin down. No, chin should be tilted up or be directly parallel to the floor. So slightly up or directly parallel to the floor. And that is your chin position with your relaxed face. And one other little freebie, it doesn't hurt to smile. And you don't have to be like, smiling like you just won the lottery or it's, your birthday or whatever every single day, but just a little pleasant grin. And you can also practice that. A lot of times I'll have my professional executive clients practice this, especially if they are perceived as being really anxious or uptight or anything like this. I'll have them sit in front of a mirror and just practice smiling at themselves for several minutes a day. You can actually train yourself to have a pleasant expression when you're not thinking about it. And that is not only confident, but it will draw people to you because you do feel and look so pleasant. All right, so that was 4, 5, 6 really points about how to use body language to exude confidence. If you have any questions about it, please leave it in the comments. I'll come in and I'll answer. You can also look in the description of this video and find my contact information. I'd love to hear from you directly via email if you'd like. I have a lot of people message me like that. Or you can find me at Dr. Jane, at Dr. Jane on Telegram and communicate with me there. If you didn't subscribe already and you haven't yet, go ahead and do it now while we're here. Hit the subscribe button and the little bell and go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. And we will see you next time that we drop another video to help you live a happier and more successful life.